Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my kiddos. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 262. I got my coffee in my summer sock camp mug from the Crazy Sock Lady. Peppermint mocha creamer. I will link her Spreadshirt shop down below where you can get her summer sock camp merch. All right, this is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crocheting, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. Today I have knitting and crochet. I had a burst of inspiration and yeah, you'll see that in a minute. I have three finished objects and 3 works in progress. You can find all the show notes right down there. I'll have links to where you can find me. I'm most active on Instagram. I'll have my Ravelry group down there where I'm hosting 3 knit-alongs / make-alongs, I guess, crochet-alongs. Let's see what else. I'll have project pages if I have any, Ravelry project pages. Links to all the yarns, bags, patterns, all that good stuff will be right down there. Also, I had a comment about asking me to list some of my podcasts that I watch, my knitting YouTube channels that I watch. So down below, there is a list. I think there's like 20. I did not put links to them, but if you copy and paste the titles, you should be able to find them in YouTube. Yes. Also, what else was I going to say? Amie from Happy Little Yarn did open her gift. So go over to her YouTube channel, Happy Little Yarn, and you will see that I made her an emotional support chicken. That was her surprise gift. So that was one of my FOs for last month. So if you want to go see it, go over there and watch her podcast. It's so good. I was really, I mentioned that I was making a birthday gift for somebody on Instagram. I probably shouldn't have done that because Amie said, "Oh, who are you making it for?" I'm like, "Oh, you?" And then I'm like, I'm not saying anything else. So after I said that I was making her something that wasn't socks, I thought that she would guess it right away. She knew exactly what it was, but she didn't. She was surprised, so I lucked out there. So next time I'm going to be making a birthday gift. Maybe I'll just say I'm making something that I can't show yet or something like that. Because there are times where I'm making stuff that I don't want to show because they watch, but I have to say something because you'll be like, well, where's all the content? What have you been doing? You're not showing anything, but I don't know. Anyway, it's fine. She loved the chicken. Love it. I did use 3 strands of fingering weight, pretty much the same as this chicken, and I have my project page for that. And I stuffed hers with yarn too. Hers was a little lighter because I stuffed it with worsted weight scraps. The 2 that I made were fingering weight scraps, and so I didn't really have any fingering weight, like a lot of it to stuff the chicken with. So I used worsted weight scraps. All right, I think that's my spiel. Looking at my notes. Yep, talk about reading and watching, life stuff. I have some Happy Mail. Some Happy Mail. I can't talk today. That's it. I can't talk. Happy Meal. I have some Happy Mail, and I'm going to show you my summer sock camp basket, how much I got left in here, and also my next cast on. That was going to be my next cast on for, I think after last week. I'm like, I want to cast these on because I caked them up. And then I looked at my basket, and then I'm like, ooh, I want to knit that one and that one. So it got set aside, but I'm hoping once I finish one of my pairs of socks, I will cast those on. All right, I think that's it. Let's keep going. Let's go on with the show here. First finish object. What? You know, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think I make the best scrappy socks ever. Just saying. I mean, look at these. They match. They're scrappy. I love it. So all of my socks are, I use a US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter, 64 stitches. The pattern is Vanilla Socks on Magic Loop by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. These ones I did 15 rows of 2x2 rib. For my socks, I do 12. These are a gift for Amie for Christmas. Here, and here is all the same color. So it's kind of like matchy-matchy. Decided to do like, I think I did 5 rows of, I did the cast on and then 5 rows, and then I did 10 rows. And I did not do anything to do the, there's a jog, as you can see in some of these. I'm not bothered by that. Hopefully Amie is not. I don't think so. But that's where I weaved in all my ends. And oh man, there was a lot of ends. What else? The stripes are uneven. I just picked a number and did it. Or just knit until I was like, yeah, that's enough. I think these 3 were 6 rows. That was 10, that was 4, that was 7, 10, 5. I just random. Did it random, and when I got to the toe, I did, I knit until I had 24 stitches on each needle. Then I changed my color and did the rest of my toe decrease until I had 12 stitches on each needle, since I do the magic loop. Oh my word, I love these so much. I love these so much that I'm going to cast myself on a pair. Words. I've decided that I'm going to cast on Sunday a pair of scrappy socks. And we'll see how this goes. Just work on them on Sundays. And when they're done, they're done. We'll see how many Sundays it takes me to knit a pair of socks. These ones I did 45-ish. I think I did 45 rows for the leg, plus the 15 rows of ribbing. Oh my word, I love these so much. I'm kind of jealous, Amie, that these are yours. I'm kind of jealous. That's why I'm casting on a pair for me, because I still have more scraps. All right, that's my sock whip, or my sock finished object. And guess what? I met my other goal. I finished my hat. I love this hat so much. So this is the Musselburgh hat that everybody's making. I can't say the author's name. Is that the right word? The designer's name. Is it Ysolda Teague? Something like that. Everybody knows this pattern, right? This is Mustache Yarn. What is it? Death Star Retirement Party. This is one of her new Star Wars colorways that she had. That was not self-striping, so I decided to experiment. I am not putting it on because it's too hot. I'm sorry, guys. It's hot. But just know that this, I tried it on when I finished it. It covers my ears. It's a little slouchy. It's beautiful. Just like my other Taylor Swift hat. So I am getting ready for fall. I used a US 3. I did adult medium. I think it's adult medium. And I did the 128 stitch count. And let's see. I thought I weighed my yarn before I started my decreases. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I didn't. If I did, I don't know where I wrote it down. But I had it stuck in my head that I'm like 10 grams I need to stop. So I did that. I was fine. I had enough. I weighed this hat and it's 103 grams. So this one is a little bit bigger than my other one. I think my other one was 97 grams. So I could have stopped this earlier and had enough to put a square in my blanket. I think I have I don't remember how many, maybe 4.1. And I don't know if I want to try to see if that will work for my cozy memories. I like to have 5, but I don't know if it's 3 grams might be enough. So maybe I'll be all right, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that little ball of yarn. I might just put it in my crochet blanket. But yeah, I could have stopped earlier had I known that this was more than 100 grams. Yeah. Oops. Oh well, it's nice. It's okay. I love it. I have not blocked it yet. So here it is unfolded. And this is the one that this is the hot dog hat. You guys love that. So here it is unfolded. And it pooled. It did have a couple of, I wouldn't say they're knots. What are they called when they take the yarn ends and they like splice them together? And you notice that there's like little ends. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. There was 2 of those like really, really close to each other. So I had to cut them out when I got towards the end. So my spiraling kind of didn't spiral anymore. But I mean, it's in the inside of the hat. So it's fine. So maybe that's why it was more than 100 grams. I don't know which end I started with. Okay. I think this goes in this end. So yeah, that is my Musselburgh hat. Actually, I think this goes the other way. I don't know, I'll figure it out. It's fine. It's fine. So here we go. Love it. It is warm. It's gonna be warm and toasty. Yeah. So I think that's it. I finally finished. I had a stitch marker in there, but I took it out because when projects are done, I take out my stitch markers instead of like waiting to show you guys. But finished my hat. Now it needs to get cold so I can wear it. All right. Oh, I didn't say the date. Today is Friday, June. No, it's not Friday. Oh my word. It is Thursday, June 27th. And it is 9:29 a.m. I had to rearrange my schedule. That's what I was going to say in the beginning and left my brain. I had to rearrange my schedule this week. Friday's going to be busy and I won't be able to record. Oh my goodness. So I had to record today. So you all have Monday episodes because you all love my Monday episodes. I really can't talk today. All right. Are you ready for my last finished object? This is a biggie. I watched Shauna Stitches. Her podcast is also listed down there. She made this crochet Scrappy Basket to hold all of her sock whips. And I'm like, I need to make that. Now I don't have a lot of whips, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I could put yarn in it. I don't know. I mostly wanted to, I have a My Little Pony advent calendar for July. It's coming today from Yarn Cafe Creations, and I'm like, I need to make something for my grams in and out. You know, I wasn't going to like whatever. I have enough. If I'm negative or positive this month, it's fine. Whatever. It's fine. But I saw that basket and I was like, I need to make one of those. I need to make one of those. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, let's do it. So now that when my advent calendar comes in today, it evens out. So it's okay. I'll still be negative. It's really heavy. Look, I made a basket. Look at this thing. So I will have my project page listed down below. The only modification I did is that when I got to the base, when I finished it, I did a crochet through the back loop all the way around. And I feel like that, I did that with my other basket. It's kind of floppy. I used 4 strands of worsted weight. So it is heavy. This is like 700 and I think 48 grams of yarn. So there's some acrylic in here. There's some Cascade 220. There's some probably knit picks, wool of the Andes. There's probably some Pat and Croy in here. I just took all of the greens and teals, grays, blacks, and I just went to town. So when one ball ran out, I just picked up another one. I used a, did I write it down? No, I didn't. I think it was a 9mm hook. It was a big hook. I think it was an N. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. It's a big boy. Let's see. I have some sock whips. I have 3 project bags here. Some of it might be a spoiler, but we're going to talk about it in a minute. I showed this on Instagram. So I got 3 bags in there, and there is lots of room for more. Ooh, you see that neon? Ooh, spoiler. So yeah, this is a big basket. And it's heavy. Look, it's like a boombox. Oh my. Okay, so yeah, that's my basket. I do have a project page listed down below for this. And this is going to be for my scrappy socks. I don't have them cast on yet. But yeah, that basket it's big. It's heavy. I love it. And I pretty much I had a big bag of worsted weight yarn that I'm like, it's taking me like years to get through. My daughter's taken some. I've slowly taken some. I've used some to stuff chickens. And I got to the point where it wasn't that much. So I'm just going to give it to my kiddo and she can, or my kids. It says here, you have the rest of it. So that bag of yarn is gone from up here and it feels so good. So I probably won't be making another one of those baskets unless my daughter's like, I don't want this yarn anymore. Then maybe I'll make another one. But yeah, I already have a basket downstairs that has my needles, my whips, some pattern books are in there. So I don't really need it for that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll store yarn in it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Something will come to me. Maybe I just need to cast on more whips. Is that what that means? So I'm going to show you this. This is also going to be one of my next cast-ons. Bags by Awesome Granny. I just stuffed all of the yarn that I used from Amie socks in here. I think I showed these last week. Franken sock kits. So they're going to be similar. I don't know if I'm going to do the same color for the heels and toes. I mean, I have enough. I mean, Maybe I will. I'll do the same thing. Maybe I'll branch out and I'll do 15 rows of cuff for me and see how that feels. I know I did 20 for one pair of socks, and I don't like it. That's too much rib. Too much rib. So yeah, I just shoved all the colors that I used for her socks in here. And yeah, they might be really similar. They might be a little different because I didn't use all of these. I just said, oh yeah, that looks nice. So those are gonna get cast on. I will show you my progress, my Sunday progress. I don't know if I'll show them every week. Should I show them every week? Even if I only got like this much done or this much? Let me know. Let me know what you think. Should I just show them if I have my one day of progress? Sometimes Sundays are busy here, so I don't get a lot of time to work on them. Sometimes I get a lot. So that's in the horizon. Whoop. It rolled away. And I forgot to say, before we get on to whips, oh my word, these socks. I cast these on June 19th, and I finished them June 23rd. That's only 4 days with weaving in the ends and everything. Now they are shorter legs, but I think that's pretty good. And I also did these like tandem, which I enjoyed so much that I did it for one of my whips that we'll talk about here in a minute. Okay, that is all of my finished object. Let's get on to whips. Here is Mountain State Stitches. And I have a half finished object. A hoe. Finished this yesterday. I love these so much. Got my markers on there. Look at these. Beautiful. So this is mustache yarn. I hope my nose itches. Mustache yarn. Exploding Rainbow. I remember I bought this last year. Loved it. There's like white in between each stripe and they're like speckly. Some are more speckly than others. Oh my word, but I love it. So I did 75 rows for the leg because I wanted to end. I didn't want to do the gusset in the skinny white stripe because I was afraid that it wouldn't go all the way around. And something about going all the way around the gusset and the stripe like not ending with the same color, just I can't do that. So I decided, I'm like, okay, well I need to do it on one of these color stripes. So I did it on the pink. Same thing for these 64 stitches. These I did 12 rows of 2x2 rib. And this is a scrap. I think it's Teal Torch Knits. It's like a neon peachy pink with some yellow in it. I thought it looks pretty good with this one. I didn't want to do a speckle because there was speckles in it. Because I do have a speckly rainbow one that I probably should have used, but I figured if it already has speckles in it, it might take away from that. So we just did a tonally peachy, neon peachy color. So yeah, that is these. I love them. If you're curious about my markers, I will link a video down below. I do have the second one cast on. I got a cuff and one row. A cuff and one row. They are going to match this way. Ding. So yeah, these will be done next week. No problem. I'll probably work on them today. I started a new sock and I was like, ooh, I can't put those down, but these ones are so close to being done that I should just finish them. All right. To Take that off the blocker, put it back in my bag. My foot's falling asleep per usual. All right, so that's that sock whip. My next sock whip and my last whip is a new cast on. Happy Little Yarn made me this bag for birthday or Christmas, I don't remember. And I was watching Amie's newest podcast, and she showed her, she's making a cardigan out of the same colors of this. I think when she bought that yarn, she must have bought me the mini set for, pretty sure she bought it for my birthday last year. Pretty sure. Anyway, she bought me the mini set. I saw her make that sweater and I'm like, that's it. I put that yarn in my summer sock camp basket. I'm like, I want to knit with that. So here we are. Pretty Twisted Yarns. This is the Blacklight collection. She did this last year. I don't think she has this in her shop anymore. This was like a last summer thing, I believe. Maybe it was earlier than that. But, so this was a mini set. You have 7 20-gram minis. I don't know if I can hang on to them all at the same time. Oh my. So here we are. Look at that. Neon goodness. So the black I'm going to do for the cuffs and heels. Probably the toes. We'll see how my stitch count is at the end. Let's see. I'm doing 10 rows per color. Probably don't need to use stitch markers for these because I'm doing 10 rows per color. But I'm doing stitch markers anyway. Black ones, of course, to be all matchy-matchy. So here we go. I'm doing them tandem. So here's what I have so far. Same thing, 64 stitches, 12 rows of knit 2, purl 2, rib. I use Chiaogoo red lace needles, 32-inch cord, magic loop cuff down. And I'm gonna do the blue and yellow next. I wanted to put them in rainbow order, but this color and this color, now they look different on camera, but I'm afraid that they're gonna be too close together. So after, you know, doing some rearranging, I decided they don't have to be rainbow. So now they look more like 80s to me, 80s, 90s. And after I figured out my combination, I rearranged. I'm like, nope, I don't like that. Nope, don't like that. And I set it out and I'm like, okay, I think this is it. And I looked at Amie's sweater. So this was like a day or two passed after I watched her episode. Maybe a day. And I'm like, I want to cast these on. I laid out my order and I realized that the order that I set them out as is the same as her sweater. That's the same exact order. So I'm like, sorry, Amie, for copying you. But yeah, I just wanted to use the light ones in between the darker ones. And that's what I worked out. So yeah, I thought that was funny. So yeah, I'm just gonna do, I'll probably do 7 stripes for the leg. That's 70. That's usually how I like it. 70-ish rows for my leg. And then I'll do the heel flap and gusset, or the heel flap and heel turn in the black. Pretty sure I will have enough. I waited after did I weigh it before I did my cuff? No, I didn't. I waited after though, and it was like 16, was it 16.1 or 16.4? So I know I have enough for heels. Toes, we will see. Maybe I will do kind of like this one and do like the tip in black. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I guess we'll wait and see my stitch count. If I end at 10, If I ended at a 10, then I'm just gonna do both heels or both toes in black, and hopefully I got enough. We're gonna experiment. I mean, I don't do very long cuffs, so I feel like I should have enough. And if I don't have any extra, it's fine. All of the colors, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have extras. Hopefully at least 5 grams, and I'll put them in my blanket. If not, then I will put them in a different Scrappy project. Maybe I'll use them for Scrappy socks. But yeah, I put the orange stripes in today, and I think I'm gonna put them away and work on my rainbow socks, my mustache ones, because I have the 2 sock whips. Today's the 27th. 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm just realizing that I didn't do my Wordle yet. I forgot to do my Wordle. I gotta do that. So we have like 4 days in June left. Can I finish these 2 sock whips? We'll see. I forgot to say, this was Summer Sock Camp pair number 9. So if I finish these 2, I will finish 11 pairs for the Summer Sock Camp. We'll see. If I could just finish 1, I'll be happy. And I feel like that mustache sock will be definitely done, because I have 1 sock left, and it seems like 1 sock takes me 2 days. Okay, that's it for my whips. Sorry for being all over the place and not being able to speak words today. Okay, my next sock cast on after my Scrappy socks. Whenever my mustache socks are done. This is Unusual Surroundings. I've been working on my Star Wars stash from Mustache. And this one is Stardust, aka, is that Jin? J-Y-N, is that Jin? I'm not quite sure who that is. So I kicked this up like probably a week ago. And yes, it's ready to go. I just haven't, I got sidetracked. So those will be cast on. And so once these are cast on, I only have 5 Star Wars yarns left. That's it, 5. So I guess if you want to be technical, I have 6 left. All right, I'm going to show some happy mail. I got this in the mail yesterday. I do not have a P.O. box, so I am very leery about giving out my address. But this person is like, I live across the pond. I'm not going to come get you. I'm like, okay. She watches the podcast, and she wanted to send me a little gift as a thank you for all of the lovely podcasts that I create for all of you. And let's see. She has a YouTube and Instagram. I think her name's Yvonne. I don't want to give away her address, but she lives across the pond. And her YouTube channel is Knitting. I think Knitting, I don't know, is it Inden? I-N-D-E-N. Knitting, I-N-D-E-N. All one word. So she gave me a little gift. She made this bag. Look at this. Love it. Very bright and summery. And then she got me some yarn. Ooh, yeah. Yarn. Okay. This one is opal. I don't know if there's like a club or something of opal that I don't know about. This one does not have a colorway name, but she said it's March 2024. So that makes me think it's like a club of some kind. But blues and greens. There is no, I don't know what it's going to look like when I knit it. Usually they have a picture of a sock. There's nothing on here. I have no idea what this is. ABO. Never heard of it. I've seen people with these tags before, but I don't know if that's a thing over in Germany or something. Love it though. Greens and blues. And then she sent me a Christmas one. Love it. Does this one have a name? Nope, just a color. Number 6781. That's funny. I won't say that's funny, but it's part of my phone number. Actually, it's not my phone number anymore. It's my husband's phone number. So yeah, we have some Christmas yarn. I don't have a lot of Christmas yarn. Actually, I don't think I have any. Well, besides my Freckle Lunacy Club. I don't think I have any. I think I knit it all last year. So, score. Got some Christmas yarn. And then this one, I've never seen. This one looks familiar to me, but I don't know. No idea. Let's see. She said Zeeman yarn. Zeeman. It kind of reminds me of opal. I mean, it feels like opal, but it's not opal. Oh yeah, there's Zeeman. I can read. Yeah, this is all in like some foreign language to me. I can't read any of this. Except for, it says at the bottom, it says, please make a knitting sample first. Well, I don't know what that means. Probably a swatch. We're not gonna do that. This looks and feels like opal, so I am not. And there's what it looks gonna look like. Knit up. I love it. So thank you, Yvonne. I think that's how you say your name. If it's not, I'm sorry. I didn't ask if I could say your name on the podcast or share your knitting podcast. Hopefully that's all right. So go give her a follow on the Instagram. Go watch her podcast. And thank you so much. And I have the rule where if it's gifted to me, I don't add it to my stash. I know. When I knit it, I'm going to take it out of my stash, but that's just how I do it. I'm also keeping track of how much yarn I purchase versus knit out of my stash or use out of my stash. So I'm trying to control my purchases, not the yarn coming in. That's how I do it. And the yarn advent calendar, I did not add that to my my budget. I think I said like this is a gift. Probably, I don't remember when I bought it. I had a reason why I was going to buy it. Was it Mother's Day? I don't remember. Anyway, I said I'm not going to put it in my budget, but when it comes in to my house, I will add the grams into my grams in. So yeah, I'm going to do that. It's going to be a lot. It's 31 minis. Yeah, 31 minis, 20 grams each. So that's 620 grams? But it's okay because I knit that basket or crocheted that basket and that's 748. So it's fine. All right, so here is my summer sock camp basket. Ooh. I did take a picture when I first started this, and I'm really bummed that I deleted the picture. I kind of wanted to save it so then I could put X's on all the ones that I've knit. So we're just gonna show you the basket every once in a while here. And then you can see from there. But here we go. Here's what I have. I have 15 skeins in here. I do not remember how many I had when I started out. somewhere in the 20s. Now there's some scrappy socks that I knit. There's some socks that I knit. My freckled whimsies, those weren't in here. My Christmas ones. So I'm not exclusively pulling out of this basket. I'm trying to, but you know, sometimes I get my Christmas yarn and I want to knit that. Or I want to make a pair of scrappy socks, so I just knit those. So if I get through these, awesome. If I don't, it'll just go back in the stash. I want to knit as much as I can because I don't have a lot of room in here. My opal ones will fit in here. Except I just got those new ones. So maybe I need to knit the opal ones too. Yeah. Knit all the socks. It's going to continue. I have a feeling that this coming week is going to be heavy on the socks. I'm going to have sock whips and I'm going to have sock FOs. I don't think I'm going to have anything else. Because I just want to knit socks. So yeah, that is the basket. My freckled whimsy Halloween skeins. Right here. I think I'm gonna wait until August. I don't know, we'll see. It might be July, might be the end of July. Once I get another one, it's like, ooh. Now I haven't decided if I'm going to, if I start in August, let's say, and I knit, let's say, well, at that point, what did I have, 3 or 4? I don't know. Depending on when I came in. Let's say I'll probably have 4. Am I gonna knit all 4 of those? And then the next one I'll knit in September. And then the last one in October? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, I'm just savoring them right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I know I would like to knit them all either August, September, October. I don't know if Freckled Whimsy is extending this club. I think she originally said it's only going to be 6 months. So maybe once it's done, and that's it. We will see. There's been nothing mentioned that it was going to be extended yet. So, but I love them and I want to knit them. I see people on Instagram knitting them and it's like, oh, this is killing me. But I don't want to knit all of my Halloween yarn before Halloween because I don't want to, what am I going to knit? This is also a Halloween one. It's Nomadic Yarns. Sci-fi. This one I was torn about doing a Musselburgh with. Musselburgh. Oh, looks good with my shirt. It's like, ooh, Musselburgh. Ooh, Halloween socks. So I don't know. So it's living in here. This one, that's the one that I'm unsure about if I'm going to get to or not. That was just an extra. Okay, reading and watching real fast. I am still reading Heir of Fire, Throne of Glass, number 3. I'm like 54%. Loving it. I did a little bit of reading like during the day yesterday and it was nice. So maybe I'll do that today. We'll see. But I need to read more than in the evenings, because I'm never going to finish a book. And this series, I don't remember which book it is. Is it 5 and 6? 6 and 7? I don't remember. I'll have to look at it. But I'm going to do the tandem read on those. When I do the tandem read, I need to do it during the day, because there is a list of one book, you read so many chapters, then you go to the next book, read so many chapters, then you go back to the first book, read so many chapters. And I'm not gonna be able to do that at night. So I've decided that I'm gonna do that during the day, and I guess we'll see what happens when I get there. And then I'll just pick something else to read in the evening that I don't have to think about too much. All right, watching. Oh. My husband and I finished Three Body Problem, Season 1. Love it. I guess my husband looked up some information about it. I don't remember if this is true or if I heard this correctly, but he was looking up the differences between the book and the TV show, and I guess there's one character that they split into like 3 different characters. And I guess I don't remember. I know I read the book really fast. I did the audio version. And I only read the first book, so I don't know if they are mixing all 3 books into the, the whole series. I don't know. But anyway, I enjoyed it. My husband enjoyed it, so we'll probably watch more if there's going to be more. I watched Eric. I say season 1, but I think this is just like it was 6 episodes. It had a beginning and an ending. I don't think there's going to be, I think they called it limited series. I think that's what they call it. But it has Benedict Cumberbatch in it. It's so good. I had a feeling I'm like, this is not going to end well. And I was going to be upset, but it ended well. So, it's kind of like a mystery type show. So you have a couple that has a 10-year-old kid or 9 or 10, and he goes missing. So the whole series is trying to find him. And that's all I'll say about that. I won't say anymore if you want to watch it. And our Friday night movie was Marcel, 2021. It was cute. It was, and all of these are Netflix. It's like a little shell dude with one eyeball that talks. It's got some sad parts in it, but it was cute. My youngest picked that one up. We've had that on our list for a long time, and finally we said, let's just watch it because we're afraid of it leaving. Netflix is popular for that. Having stuff on there and then poof, bye-bye. So that's reading and watching. Life stuff, not much happening. If I cool down a lot, or a little bit, it's still hot, but it's not like 90s / feels like 100 hot. So the heat wave is done. Today is actually going to be perfect summer weather in my opinion. Like the high is like 73. So it's like, yes, 73. I can have all the windows open. It's not going to rain today. It's nice and sunny right now. So yeah, I'm going to have windows open today. I think when I woke up, it was like 54. I'm like, ooh, it's chilly. Yes, I love it. We had some thunderstorms on, like severe thunderstorms on Tuesday morning. Yeah. I mean, it's usually light out when I wake up, but then all of a sudden it started getting darker and darker and darker. I'm like, oh my, what is happening? And no tornadoes or anything, so that was good. But yeah, we had some severe storms, and I was just praying that the power wouldn't go out because it's like, I want to make my coffee. So I tried to, I usually make my coffee first thing, but this time I'm like, I gotta make my coffee. Please, the power, please don't go out until my coffee is done. I have a tea kettle. I just fill it with water. And I buy, Folgers has single served coffee bags. They're kind of like tea bags, but there's coffee in them. I am the only one in this house that drinks coffee. So we do not have a coffee pot or a Keurig or any Nespresso pot coffee thingy. I'm the only one that drinks the coffee, and I only drink 1 cup a day, or I guess 16 ounces. Technically that's 2 cups, but whatever. I just drink one cup this big of coffee. And yeah, so I was like, and we have an electric stove. We do not have a gas stove. So I was like praying, please, please don't lose the power until my coffee is done, please. But the power did not go out at all. Got really dark. We had some really, really close lightning strikes that shook the house, but I don't know how close it has to be to, you know, feel the rumble. I'm glad I wasn't sleeping, because that would have, like, you know, scraped me off the ceiling kind of a moment. I did jump. I saw the flash and I'm like, all right, here we go. And it happened sooner than I thought, and it was louder than I thought it was going to be. So it was pretty close. So that was my excitement for Tuesday morning. Yeah. What else happened? Oh, usually I don't answer my phone. But I had it next to me. In the corner of my eye, I see it said incoming call. And I saw the number and I'm like, oh, I think I know who that is. Oh no, I better answer it. So I answered it. And it was the office to schedule my mammogram. And I'm like, oh, I swear I just did this. So I got that scheduled. I'm glad I answered the phone and then just had it over with, because I hate making phone calls to schedule appointments. I absolutely hate it. I feel like at some point we will get to go to this website, fill out to make your appointment, click send, and be done. I feel like we're so close. I hate making phone calls, but they called me, and so we're all set, so I don't have to worry about that. I was thinking about that like a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh, I think I probably should schedule that. So that's in September. It's Friday the 13th, so hopefully that doesn't mean anything. I'm not superstitious. So September 13th, I get to do that. Yeehaw. So excited. It's fine. Now that I've... last year was my first one. And now I know where to go. I know where the place is. I know the procedure. I will feel more or less anxious about it. I'll still be anxious, but I won't be like in like overload of anxious, if that makes sense. It's always that first like procedure where you're like, I don't know how this works. I don't know if I like this, but so yeah. PSA, don't forget to schedule your mammograms if you are over 40. Okay? All right, that's my PSA. I think we're gonna end this because I'm at 53 minutes. This one's a little bit longer. Oopsie. Okay. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do love reading them, and hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.